And I'm not letting her do that to me, dupes. I'm not letting her do that. So she needs to fuck off and leave me alone. I will put my own messages out if anybody wants to hear them, because I did notice who was in the fucking side chat, egging her on to play my messages.
Did she play your messages?
No. But she keeps threatening and threatening and threatening. And Ricky Millwall was sitting there egging her on to do it, because he's now on a strop, because I gave Esau a spanner to post a link. And he said that I gave Esau that spanner whilst he had Ricky Millwall as his account name. And I didn't dupe it up. I said, you need to get rid of that name. He said, hang on. And he went off. I looked. I noticed it just said Ricky. I gave him the spanner and he posted the link. Now Ricky Millwall is running around, lying, chatting bullshit and sulking and showing off because I gave Esau a spanner. I'm fucking sick of it, dupes. So what he did was he sat in Kaylee's.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah.
Egging Kaylee on to play the WhatsApp messages.
So the fact of the matter is this. Look, I know it's hard, and I know because I've been in your shoes. But once you've seen the true caliber of people, look, some people are really horrid, and then they can change for the better. And then there's other people that were pretending to be nice that are horrid. And unfortunately, that's what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
And it's bound to happen. If you spoil a child, right? You've been nice to him, and then one day they ask for something for some reason you can't afford it. You say, no, you can't, not today. And they chuck themselves all over the floor. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
So
it's important to teach children how to lose.
I think it's the manipulation, the blackmail, the emotional blackmail that I'm really, really fucked off with, to be honest.
Mm.
And then I'm called a liar. Really? So you never considered me a friend then, Ricky Millwall? Like, must be a year and a half at least. You never considered me a friend if you're now sitting calling me a liar when I know damn well that I said to Esau, I'm not giving you a spanner while you've got that name. And he took the Millwall off and I waited for him to change it and it just said Ricky and I gave him the spanner and he posted a fucking link. So if he then changed it back to Ricky Millwall, it would show up as that. It won't say Ricky and then Ricky Millwall. He only posted a link. So if you look back where he posted that link, it will now say Ricky Millwall because that's what he's changed it back to. And he was using my name and posting 14 and yeah, Ricky, because you used to be with fucking Ralph and the Ethnats. That's why. Fuck's sake. And that's not my fault.
do you know what, Moon?
Was you around back then, Moon?
Moon?
Huh?
Was you around then?
Disable your comments after you leave your streams up.
Oh, okay.
Why?
So when your stream goes up, it goes up as a stream, but with no comments, so you can't see the comments. So people can't feast over it and do all that bollocks.
Huh? What does that do? They can watch it right now.
Oh, he's changed it back. It now says Ricky Millwall.
You're on about changing names. All right.
Yeah. So I'm a liar and apparently he can prove it. Well, that's the last person who's going to call me a liar. If you're going to call me that, fuck off. So I was never your friend, and all the times that he messaged me whinging about how can you talk to Captain? He said this to me. He said that to me. And I'm like, oh, I better not talk to Captain. You know, all that going on, right? But that doesn't matter. Apparently now I'm a liar because that happened. Blah-de-blah-de. More fucking bullshit.
It's feminine men, isn't it, though?
Yeah, but he's the one who's in the side chat saying, I look after my ladies. They're not your ladies, you fucking
but
wank.
it's not, is it? It's a bit pathetic, really.
Yeah, it is. Don't tell me you're looking after anybody when you're sitting there crying over a fucking spanner. And you're totally disrespecting me on my own channel for something that you've actually got fucking wrong.
Why?
Everything's falling into place the way I thought it would, though. I can't be honest. I could see this happening.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I did as well. I know exactly what the fuck is going on, but because I saw the people who were in that chat.
No, but Moon, I can see it on both sides, though. I can see it all moving. Because unfortunately, this is how this thing always is. It's very clicky. It's like people are gonna align with people who don't like the people that they like, and it's that he just goes round in circles. If one person falls out with somebody, then they fall in with somebody else, and it's just a never-ending cycle, really. And it's a continuous thing. It's like this week, everyone will have be on this side and then that side, and then sides change, and I don't know. It's just the lifeblood of this entire thing. It's just falling in and falling out.
Yeah.
It does seem to be that way. Like everything just revolves around who's in with who at that time and who's out with that person at that time, and it's happening everywhere, really.
Yeah, but I think it's got to where it's always been this particular a group of friends.
From day dot?
Yes, from day dot. And then a couple of stragglers joined in because they wanted to get involved as well. And literally just used people.
So, even though Dave says it is quite correct, everything has happened exactly as it looked like it was going to happen, and I agree with you, Dave. It was on the cards, the writing was on the wall, and I tried my very best to stop it, and Dave was very wise when he said, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Anything, it's going to happen, it's going to happen, you can't stop it. Sadly, by their own actions, certain people have shown, let me use the words wisely, have shown themselves, nobody else, and not the people that used to be associated with them, themselves, to be exactly what they've spent the last 18 months denying that they were.
This is what happened.
Oh, for fuck's sake. This is fucking hilarious.
Oh, so I've stabbed Ricky in the back. Oh my God, what a baby.
No, we don't want you typing 14,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah, me.
Yeah, so you're saying we don't want you typing 14, thanks, Esau.
I've been blocked.
Then he says he's been blocked.
Why have you called yourself what you call Esau Nicole? What's that mean?
Esaunia Hall. Esaunia. Arsenio Hall.
He ain't stopped anything. You all trying to stop things. He's still carrying on in the background.
Arsenio
He's
Hall.
doing a Coming to America. He had his own chat show.
You should know who Arsenio Hall is. He's a legend out here.
Ooh, Eddie Murphy.
Kind of faded now, isn't he, really? He's big
No,
in the
he's
80s.
back. He's actually back.
How old are you?
Calm down.
He's back.
He's
My
back.
mum's a big Arsenio Hall fan. I'm sorry, but every
Coming
black...
to America.
Right, someone's saying, no, Esau, don't write 14. I haven't seen him write that yet.
America too, yeah?
Listen, every black woman is Arsenio Hall fan. That is a fact.
I
Like,
don't think young people know who he is. He's big in the 80s.
he's actually a producer now. Like, flipping, what's that other guy? Meteor Man. He's like that.
I'm confused.
I'm not joking. He
I
does a
still
lot of
don't
people.
mean that young people know who he is.
I shall.
I hate hearing my voice,
Yes,
mate.
Hello, Chef.
Can't see
I
anything.
can't put a
I've got a spanner.
I can't put a stink in the back. And I knew
no American girl. I got a spanner.
I think you all should watch it.
Esau, you sound young, but a lot of your references is like early 90s, fucking 80s.
I have older brothers and sisters. I could reference stuff from the 70s if that would make you feel more uncomfortable.
The 70s?
Yeah.
Can you not use that?
Oh, that make me feel more comfortable.
Right, so I just said, can you not use that Ricky Millwall name?
My name is Ricky and I support Millwall.
Oh
Why
my
is that not
days.
allowed?
Yeah, come on.
No,
don't
you
be
can't
silly.
mod a clone. You can't mod a clone of
Right, so we're saying you can't mod a clone, you can't use that name.
somebody else.
Yeah.
Change
I'll change my name
it.
for 5 minutes.
Change it. I told him, change it.
For 5 minutes, I'll change my name. But you need to see this. You need to see this.
Right. So he wants a spanner to post a link. I said you can't use that name. So he went and changed it.
More than one
Danny
account.
Jones has seen it. Even Danny Jones knows that this is a little bit like, oh, okay, I have to ask questions here. What's all that about? But it's like, you don't care, Lyndon.
Can I ask you a question, right?
Listen, the name's just Ricky for now, yeah? So you have to just make do with it.
Right, so he changed it to just Ricky. He took the Millwall off.
Just Ricky.
This is so dumb.
It is fucking pathetic.
You're not a stupid person. You're not an idiot, and you see things too. But you know what?
But this is what kicks off the fucking weirdos. So they're all in Ricky's chat now, including Kaylee the fucking thieving beg, chatting shit.
No, Ricky live.
The likes of Dumb and Dumber and all that, they're hanging themselves something chronic online, man.
Right.
Really...
So see, he changed it. I said, you've got to change it. I said, type in the chat. He put hello. I said, you can't use that name. He went and changed it.
Really, really are. And I'm sitting back and watching and thinking,
can you unmod me? My name's changed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Who's Dumber and Dumber?
See? Can you mod me? My name's changed. And his name had changed.
Who for Danny Jones? Who for Danny Jones?
Oh, okay.
Don't forget there's another one as well. The Three Mongols, I call them.
Right. So what is this proving? Nothing.
I think you two just got the wrong end of the stick, you know that.
It's proving nothing because as soon as he posted his link, he changed it back to Ricky Millwall. And that is why you will see it as Ricky Millwall.
Who cares?
Exactly. Because he's saying that I modded Esau to troll him and others. Why would I do that, Ricky? Why would I actually do that?
Yeah. Don't forget slivering sigh.
Oh God!
That's what makes the trio. That's what makes the trio.
So he said hello. I said post in the side chat. He's like hello. I said you can't use that name. He went and fucking changed it. That's why he hasn't got a spanner there. But he changed it back anyway.
Yeah. Simon denied anything about Sky Church, but he said that Manny Cinder was in on it. So I need to talk to Manny next.
Seven, I thought you lot was all right with who.
Did he say that on the live?
Comment section. In a comment section.
Have you got the screenshot?
Yes, I do.
You used to sit on your channel and that.
1 minute.
Okay,
that was years ago, mate.
Years ago?
Yeah.
Right, I'll give you a spanner, guys.
Last year, wasn't it?
I don't think it was years ago. But...
Well, when was it then?
About 8 months.
I was sat on his call 8 months ago. Seriously.
No, he used to come on What's channel.
8 months ago.
I reckon, yeah. It couldn't have been years ago. You've only been around 2 years, ain't you?
The weir's going to go where you offended Seven.
Begs to differ on that respect, Dave, yeah?
Well, you've been around here about what, 3 years?
Bit longer than that, mate.
What, on these channels?
What's this got to do with anything?
Him on Reels.
Exactly. Because as soon as he posted his link, he said, "You give me a spanner, and then I'm going to post the link, then you can take my spanner away." So he changed it back to Ricky Millwall. And you will always see it then as the name that it fucking gets changed to. So no bundles of cash. How am I a professional victim when it's Ricky doing the crying, you thick cunts? And then you've got the other dopey tart. She's fucking mental. How was that then, Kaylee?
Oh, brother, fuck 'em.
She's literally doing a stream right now with my name in it, calling you all the names under the sun. Ooh, put that fucking stirring pot, you fucking tramp. But she doesn't care. We're all
Right, I'm going to do
whores.
so. I'll be back in 5. I'm just going to go on mute.
Couldn't make this shit up. So many deluded wankers on YouTube. Yeah, you are the biggest one, tramp. And I told you, keep your fucking nose out of my business. Crack on with your life. Leave me alone, dog, because I will report you. You are now causing me alarm and distress.
I'm a bit distressed as well now.
I am fucking sick of these freaky cunts, so I have backed up Ricky Millwall and the rest of them dupes for about fucking year and a half. And then he comes in with that bullshit as soon as he can't control what I choose to fucking do on my channel. He comes out with that shit. And now you know why. When I said to you about people who, when things seem to be getting better and sorted out, you're going to have people who have been coming in deliberately cloning and faking and shit stirring. And that is exactly what is happening here.
Yep. Anyway, I'll be back in 5.
All right. You know.
What's she gone?
She just nipped off for a bit.
I blame her. It's all her fault.
You know. So once again, people trying to control who you speak to and what you do. He don't pay my electric bill. He doesn't pay my internet bill. He told me that I shouldn't be talking to Captain because Captain said some awful things to him. I ended up not talking to Captain. But yeah, I was great then. Moon's all right. Thumbs up, Moon. As soon as I go in a bit of a different direction and like, well, hey, I actually want this link and I'm just going to give Esau a spanner to post a link, but I made him change his name. But Thicko, who can't even fucking spell, doesn't realise that as soon as you change your name back, that is what it is seen as. Doesn't matter how far up the chat, it's going to change to that new name. And then all the other freaks are jumping in on it. So good luck. Fuck off, Ricky. I told you. Fuck off. I don't like you. You lied. You used to be a fucking SNAT. I don't know if you still are, but you definitely used to be putting 14 in chats your fucking self, you moron. So don't lie.
Nah, 37 is way better than 14.
Oh, is that the new number? Yeah,
That's a joke, by the way.
No, there was another number, wasn't there? That I don't
Yeah,
know.
37.
Well, ask Ricky, he'll know. He was part of Ralph and all that lot.
Wasn't that 888 or something?
And denied it. We were all liars then, weren't we? But you did, Ricky, you were.
I didn't know you was around back then, man.
Yeah, of course I was.
Oh, that's the numbers for the anorexia, isn't it? people. 888.
Al said, get your mind out of the gutter, man.
That's how long I've known Great Brit.
Yeah, good guys, Great Brit.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was alright last night, wasn't it? He was on the panel last night, wasn't he?
No, he don't
No,
come
he
on
don't come on
panels.
panel.
Oh, who was that on? Oh, that was Wake Up UK.
But that's when people are sitting there who don't know me saying, Moon wasn't here then. She's only been on YouTube a couple of months.
Yeah, 14 game, 37 game. I don't know.
21.
Al said's in the 69 game. Fucking hell.
Yeah. Sid, do you know what comes after 69? Mouthwash.
Oh, Papa.
Sorry. Oh, God. I need to get a life.
But it's like Dupes was saying last week, the more people, there are people who get worried and they drop out or they get pushed around and do what other people tell them to do. But then there are others like me and Dupes and probably you, Popeye and Dave, that the more people try and bully and intimidate you, the more likely you are to stay on the path that you're on, because no one is ever going to tell me who to talk to.
Well, I just try. I keep to the people that I know that are alright, that, you know, that I've talked to before I've had arguments with loads of people when I've been drinking and that. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's like with certain people now, I can't fall around them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you fall out with someone and I still like the person, I'm not getting into that, you know what I mean? That's childish, you know what I mean? In my book, that'd be childish.
These people all have the same warped brain, and as soon as you're not playing their fiddle, they will come after you and troll you and chat shit about you and lie about you and call you names and blah, blah, blah. And that is why last week I got absolutely fucking sick of it on here. I'm sick of it. Can I have your number and your email and you, yeah, there's an ulterior motive behind it every fucking time.
I couldn't be a panelist. I couldn't do it. I couldn't still do this. The reason why is I'd end up smashing up the gaff. Fucking telly out the window. No, I couldn't do it. It's just, it's too stressful to this. It's like, you make it stressful, or you get people with certain panels, I've seen it, where people are on a panel and they're trying to juggle too many things at once and they lose it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because one person saying this to them, one person saying this to them, the other person saying this to them, do this, do that, like, you know. And then you get someone that comes on that's very manipulative, and then he tries to turn it around onto himself.
Yeah. So now Millwall has lied. I will never believe anything that he ever said. There you go. That's how I am. When somebody fucking blatantly lies, I won't believe anything that he's come on here and said, or said to me on Telegram about what Captain said to him, or nothing. I don't believe any of it now, because he's just fucking lying. I would never have given, even Esau knows, I wouldn't have given him that spanner if he still had the Millwall on that. I saw him change it. I'm not a fucking idiot. But you are, Ricky Millwall. You don't even come up on panels because you're too scared. He's too scared that someone might recognise his voice. Can you believe that? Fucking pussy. But he looks after the women. He looks after the girls. No, you don't. What are you doing to me then? For no reason other than your own bitch fest. Fucking pussy. You know, so now we got another fucking fruitcake male who's made enemies of people and expects everybody else to be their enemy. Well, life don't work like that. Well, yeah, look, KRS, I always got on with Captain because I knew Captain before all this hoo-ha went on. And I just remember saying to Captain, because I blocked him and he kept coming back with all these accounts, and that was on behalf of Kaz, who was getting loads of shit from him. And I was disgusted by what Captain was doing. And then
He was in your chat earlier, wasn't he?
No, that's a different Captain.
Oh, is that not him? Oh.
No. And I said to Captain one day, what happened to you? And he was saying, I never said a bad thing about you. I said, no, I know, but the other things you were up to, what happened to you? You never used to be like that. And basically, just because I was chatting to Captain, I got a load of messages from Ricky. You know, why are you talking to him? He said this and he threatened that and blah, blah, blah. And I thought, oh, well, yeah, I better not talk to Captain then. Because I used to get shoved around in those days.